don't think they're ready for it. I don't think they're ready. 'Cause I've been working steady for it. I've been working steady.
My name is Tyler Johnston. I'm 24 years old. I'm an online personal trainer, fitness and nutrition coach, contest prep coach, international best-selling fitness author, owner and founder of Physique Engineering and theAPEcoach.com, and a national level natural physique competitor. And this is my story. As a kid growing up, I was always one of the shortest kids in the class and just one of the smallest kids in general. And so I really didn't have a lot of self-esteem or self-confidence growing up. I also had a mushroom cut and glasses, which didn't help matters at all as a kid. I was teased, I was bullied, and I just really didn't have the level of confidence and self-esteem that I wanted. I really didn't feel respect for myself even, and it really hurt. So growing up, I was desperate to do something to make me bigger, make me stronger, make me more respected and more powerful. I saw people like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Franco Columbu and Frank Zane and all of these big bodybuilders that just radiated self-confidence and demanded respect as soon as they walked in the room. And that's what I wanted so badly. I was so tired of being the smallest kid, the scrawniest kid, the shortest kid, being picked on, being bullied, called four eyes, called mushroom head, whatever they used to call me. It really got to me. And so growing up, I had just super hard time, very low self-esteem, very low self-confidence. And I wanted out. I wanted a change. I wanted a difference. I wanted to be better. I wanted to have more respect. I wanted to have more power, more strength. I wanted to be able to stand up for myself. So as a kid, I always was involved in sports because that was one way I found that I could improve myself. I could get stronger, I could get better, and all of these sports would help me with becoming more muscular, becoming stronger, becoming more powerful, more respected. And they really helped with improving my self-confidence. But it still wasn't enough. Even though playing those sports was great, it was a lot of fun, I got to be on a team, it still wasn't what I truly wanted. So I decided that I needed to make a change, that nothing was going to change unless I put in the work and I personally made it happen. I would just work so hard because I was so desperate for that change. I was so desperate to be better than I was and to gain more respect and more self-confidence and just to be happier with the life that I was living, because I was miserable being small and feeling weak and powerless and helpless, and I wanted to be more than that. So I literally every other night I would do push-ups until I couldn't lift myself off the ground. My arms would be burning, my chest would be on fire, and then as soon as I was done those and I couldn't lift myself anymore, I'd switch over and I would do sit-ups, and I would do sit-ups and sit-ups and sit-ups. I would do hundreds of these a night until I couldn't even get myself up, and it was a struggle to get back into bed. That's how badly I really wanted to change. Growing up and doing all these push-ups and sit-ups and all these things, I was fortunate enough to have an older brother who would push me too, and we would compete against one another. A lot of the times, him and his buddies were the source of a lot of the teasing and, making me feel a lot weaker. But in the long term, looking back on it now, that's really what kind of drove me to work as hard as I did. So that really kind of sparked the fire. That's what started it, and it helped me build that foundation with my body and just overall improving my strength. When I was 16, so 8 years ago, I started working out with my brother, and we started just working out with free weights in his basement, and I started training 3 days a week for about 45 minutes to an hour. Not a ton, but I worked my ass off. I worked so freaking hard. Every single time I picked up a weight, I was pushing to failure. I was doing everything I could to build as much muscle as I possibly could. Every little ounce meant the world to me, so I was giving it everything I possibly had, every single workout, just killing myself. And I didn't know any better. I didn't know the proper training methods and nutrition strategies that I know now, but I was putting in the work. And so luckily, because I worked so hard and I was still doing something, I got some pretty good results. From about the start of my last year at high school, so grade 12, until my first year at university, over that 1 year, I put on about 15 to 20 pounds of muscle, and it showed, and it was amazing because doing that made me believe that it was possible. If I was able to do that, then I could build that body of my dreams. I knew I could make it happen, and that was where my self-confidence and my self-esteem really started to pick up, because I felt like I finally had something that was mine, that I had control over, that I could create this piece of art, this sculpted, muscular, powerful physique, and that was just the coolest thing to me. And I've kept that same drive, that same motivation, that same passion for this ever since I started 8 years ago. So by the time I started university, I was probably about 180 pounds, and most of that was muscle. I still really wasn't where I ideally wanted to be in terms of, having that ripped physique and, kind of looking like the fitness models and bodybuilders, and having that really aesthetic, athletic looking physique with good proportions and, six-pack abs and just really lean muscle mass. I wasn't all that lean, but I had put on some muscle. And so I had that vision of this big, powerful, muscular physique. I had the vision of, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Franco Columbu and all of these big, muscular, ripped guys that I really looked up to and admired, and I wanted to create something like that for myself. I felt that I was way too small still, being only 180 pounds when, looking at Arnold, he's 240 pounds. So from the time I started university until about third year university, I went from 180 pounds, relatively lean and muscular, all the way up to 230 pounds. So I went from being this scrawny, small, shortest kid in the class up to a very respectable athletic physique around 180 pounds, but it didn't seem like enough for me at that point. So I ended up bulking all the way up to 230 pounds, and it was not all muscle. It was a lot of excess fat. I felt bloated, I felt heavy, and I didn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. I didn't feel good about being that heavy because I had hardly any muscle definition left. My abs were non-existent, my cardio level was terrible. I was just overweight, plain and simple. I had just become overweight, and it wasn't what I wanted. And so I figured I've been working really, really hard at this and been giving my all for years, and I'm still not able to accomplish what I really want to accomplish. And I made a lot of stupid mistakes. I made just a lot of dumb mistakes that if I could go back now and if I had the knowledge that I do now, I never would have done. And I would have been able to achieve so much greater results. And it really wasn't until the last, I would say 3 or 4 years that I really developed a proper understanding of, the most effective and efficient training strategies and principles and nutrition strategies and just how important nutrition really is. And so once I figured that out, once I was introduced to things like flexible dieting and just proper training progressions and periodization in training and all of these things, my results just exploded. Like, it was beyond anything that I had imagined before. Up to that point, I thought I had a pretty good understanding of training, and I was able to produce a relatively respectable physique. But once I learned the proper training and nutrition principles and strategies, first off, it made it so much easier to accomplish those goals. I didn't have to grind and push myself and kill myself basically every single day. There was a method to it. There was strategy. There was a methodical approach that allowed me to accomplish it and enjoy the process even more. Now, don't get me wrong, I still worked as hard as I could. I still worked super hard, but I was way more effective and way more efficient. And so from 230 pounds, over the next about 6 months, I decided to do my first physique competition with a little bit of encouragement and enticement from a buddy of mine. And so I ended up cutting from 230 pounds over those 6 months down to about 183 pounds, very lean, looked awesome, and I ended up placing third in my first men's physique competition. And that was kind of the big turning point, that kind of aha moment, where I realized that using the proper training and nutrition strategies, I could accomplish so much more in so much less time and enjoy it even more. And being that I was able to accomplish placing third at my first physique show and doing everything by myself. I didn't have a coach for the first show. I didn't really have anyone. I had one guy that helped me out during the last week a little bit, the few days before the show, just kind of saying, hey, you've got to get your tan, you should probably do these things just so you come in a bit better on stage, and how you should. And so going into that first show, I had no idea about competing and that sort of thing, but just through sheer hard work and the amount of knowledge and experience that I had gained up to that point, I was able to place third and qualify for the natural provincials. And so that was kind of the kickstart, and from there on I just began learning so much more. I've gained such a more thorough understanding of proper training and nutrition strategies, and within 15 months, so from the start of being 230 pounds, within 15 months, within just over a year, I had, in that first 6 months, gone in, competed in my first show, placed third, and then over that next year, I actually hired on my coach and ended up building my physique while staying extremely lean and building up to a ripped, chiseled 187 pounds for that next summer. I won the Guelph Open show. I placed fourth at the Ontario Natural Provincials, and I won the Mr. Chin Fitness Model show in Toronto. So within 15 months, once I hit that kind of turning point at 230 pounds, and I decided I have to learn more efficient ways to do this. I have to learn more effective strategies. I have to improve my knowledge in order to take things to the next level. Once I did that, within just over a year, I was able to completely transform my physique to even beyond what I had imagined possible, and make it all the way to the national stage. So I had qualified for the CBBF Natural Nationals, and I competed there over this past summer against the best natural physiques in all of Canada. And I never would have imagined that possible, but with the proper knowledge and the proper, strategies and principles and tools, it's so possible. If I could do it, all I had was a burning passion and desire, and I was willing to work for it and be consistent with it. There was nothing special about me. I was a short little kid, no real self-confidence or self-esteem, and I really had issues with that growing up, even all through high school and university. First, it was more so being too small and too short and too weak, and then it was, being overweight, being out of shape. It was feeling unsuccessful, and I had a lot of issues with my personal self-confidence and self-esteem. But over these past few years, being able to accomplish what I have just through learning more and applying the knowledge in a proper, effective way and doing things naturally, I've been able to skyrocket my self-confidence, my success. I've been able to start my business and help others achieve their dreams, which is just, it means so much to me. Through high school and university, I was able to be a part of several leadership programs. I was on the student council and got to go to the Ontario Student Leadership Conference. I think I went there 2 or 3 years, which was amazing. Definitely an awesome experience. Really helped with building my leadership abilities. And then I actually got the opportunity to go to Vancouver to one of Anthony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within events and be a part of their Youth Leaders of Tomorrow program. And from there, I actually won a scholarship for being the leader of the week, essentially, and just showing the most leadership abilities and character and that sort of thing. And so I won a scholarship to the Global Youth Leadership Summit put on by the Anthony Robbins Foundation, and that was just a complete lifesaver and game changer in terms of building my leadership abilities, my confidence in myself, my self-esteem, just gaining that network of friends from people all over the world, and just really opened up my eyes to a bigger, brighter future. And so that really made a huge impact on my life, and honestly, without it, I don't know if I would be here right now. And without fitness and having my passion and being able to accomplish the things that I did there, again, I don't know if I would be here without it. And so my mission now is to serve as many people as I possibly can, to help others accomplish the same. I've been through my bouts of depression and low self-esteem and low self-confidence. I was an extremely shy kid. I wanted something better. I wanted to have more respect, more self-confidence. I wanted to be more successful. And so I'm so grateful that I've been able to start my company, Alpha Physique Engineering. And Alpha Physique Engineering, at its core, is a company where I want to be more than just another fitness blog or just another YouTube channel that talks about fitness stuff. I want to help you guys through all the experience and knowledge and wisdom and mistakes and stupidity that I've gone through. And I want to help you guys and give you the absolute best knowledge, the best training strategies, the best nutrition strategies, really inform you guys. I want to motivate you, educate you, and inspire you to become more, to engineer your alpha physique and what that means to you. And I don't want this just to be about fitness and nutrition, because even though creating that ultimate physique is an awesome accomplishment, it's not everything, and there's a deeper purpose behind it. And so I want to help people not only be more successful in their training and their nutrition and being able to build their dream physiques. I want you guys to be more successful in life. I want you guys to be the best versions of you. Our motto at Alpha Physique Engineering is look your best, do your best, and be your best. And so at theAPEcoach.com and Alpha Physique Engineering, I provide the best and the most research-backed, tried and tested methods and strategies and principles for training and nutrition so that you can accomplish your absolute ideal physique in the most efficient and effective way possible in the shortest amount of time, and do it naturally and healthily and enjoy the process more. But I want it to be more than that too. I want you to be more confident, have more respect, have more self-esteem. And so my goal as the APEcoach, and with my company Alpha Physique Engineering and my website theAPEcoach.com, what I really want to do is provide you with all of the knowledge and all of the materials necessary to completely transform your life. Success strategies, leadership principles, having that motivated mindset, inspirational messages and information. At Alpha Physique Engineering, it's not just a place to build your best physique and engineer your alpha physique. It's a place to engineer your alpha life. You know, it's a place to look your best, do your best, and be your best you that you can possibly be. And so I hope this helps to, motivate you, inspire you, and educate you more on being more than what you are. I really just want to make a difference in this world. And so with Alpha Physique Engineering and APEcoach.com, my mission is to serve you to the best of my ability, to serve people all over the world with the absolute highest quality, most informative, world-class fitness and health programs, the highest quality products and courses and books. And in the near future, I look forward to meeting you and speaking with you at seminars and workshops and really helping you create the best version of you and really live that dream life and live that alpha lifestyle that you truly deserve. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Without all of you, I wouldn't be able to live my passion every single day. I wouldn't be able to feel fulfilled and be able to connect with you and know that I'm making a difference in this world. So I want to sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart, because without you, none of this would be possible. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.